Hello and welcome to Veggie Haven Cooking, your one-stop spot on YouTube for all your vegetarian instructional cooking videos. So, in today's episode, I'll be teaching you how to make a veggie wrap. The level of difficulty on a scale of 1 to 10 is about a 2, and it's going to take you approximately 15 minutes from start to finish. So first of all, let's get started with your ingredients. First, you're going to need a quesadilla wrap. Second, hummus. Third, a half cup of lettuce. Fourth, 1/4 cup of black beans. 1/4 cup of tomatoes diced. A half of an avocado. 1/2 cup of carrots peeled. 1/4 cup of green bell pepper chopped. 3 slices of cheddar cheese. And last but not least, salt and pepper. So these are your ingredients. Feel free to take a look, and if you need to pause the screen now, you can see the entirety of your ingredients, or as always, this information can be found in the description of the video. If you have any questions that you feel like the video doesn't 100% understand, the information you're looking for is most likely down in the description, because the entirety of this video is basically in writing form down below in the description. So let's get started with the procedure. A very easy, very simple procedure in making your vegetarian wrap. You're going to start off with your quesadilla, your hummus, and your 3 slices of cheddar cheese. Now the first step is to take your hummus and spread a couple of knifelfuls, a thin layer, onto your quesadilla wrap. You'll see me here just very simply putting a thin layer. You don't want a whole lot of hummus because the hummus flavor will kind of take over the flavor that the vegetables give you. So as you see here, a very thin, very light layer almost around the entire surface area of the quesadilla wrap. So once that's done, you're going to take your 3 slices of cheese and place them vertically from top to bottom, or from bottom to top, doesn't really matter, on your quesadilla wrap, as you see me doing here. Now this is because we're going to be broiling this little quesadilla cheese and hummus. We're going to be broiling this for about a minute in the oven just to melt the cheese and to kind of heat up the hummus. It tastes really good when you add the cold vegetables. So you see me here, put your broiler on high, put it on the top rack, and you're going to almost want to keep the door of your oven open while you do this and make sure your quesadilla doesn't burn. It's going to be about a minute, maybe less, maybe a little bit more, depending on how strong your oven is, and then you're going to take it out, and you can see here the cheese is pretty much melted onto my quesadilla wrap, and that's going to be really delicious once I add all my vegetables. So the next step, carefully take it's going to be pretty hot, so carefully take your quesadilla off of your cookie sheet, and then you're going to start putting on your vegetables. So I start here with the carrots that have been peeled, with your standard vegetable peeler, because you don't want a huge chunk of carrot when you bite into your wrap. So it's crucial that these are peeled because it's just a more pleasurable eating experience. So after I put on the carrots, I'm going to sprinkle on my black beans. Now, I pack this vegetarian wrap pretty big. I put a lot of vegetables into this thing, so that was an issue for me, I guess. Next time I make this, I would probably do less vegetables because, it did get a little difficult to eat, and I did have to add some toothpicks at the end because it was just kind of overflowing. So after I put on my black beans, I'm going to take my half cup of tomatoes that have been diced up and just place them in the center and in the surrounding areas of the surface area of the quesadilla. And this is a really good combination of flavors. I think the black beans really ties in together the flavors that the vegetables bring, and I think this is actually a really refreshing, really delicious vegetarian wrap, and I would suggest it to anyone. So after I put on my tomatoes, you see me here sprinkling on the green bell pepper, and this wrap is going to get pretty full. This is a hearty vegetarian wrap. Really delicious though. So after my green bell pepper, you see me putting on the avocado, just spooning it out of the this is the lettuce. What am I thinking? I'm putting on my half cup of lettuce. Now make sure you wash all of your vegetables. That's crucial because you don't want a ton of pesticides and a ton of chemicals in your vegetarian wrap, because obviously that's just not what you want to have happen. So here you see me now. I put on the avocado, just kind of spooning it out. And not too big of spoonfuls, not too big of because you don't want a huge chunk of avocado, because obviously the key to making this wrap is just consistency. You don't want a ton of carrots in one spot, you don't want a ton of tomatoes or a huge chunk of tomato or a huge chunk of avocado. You really want it to be evenly dispersed and an even proportion of every vegetable in this wrap. Alright, so now I'm putting on the finishing touches, my salt and pepper. And this is pretty much done, you guys. So once you get to this step, you are in the home stretch, because after you put on your salt and pepper, all you're going to be doing after that is just folding it up. And this is the most difficult part of the procedure, because as you see here, my wrap is stuffed to the brim, very delicious, however very full of vegetables. So you see me putting in a couple of toothpicks just so this thing doesn't burst at the seams, and there you have it, you guys. Your vegetarian wrap. Congratulations, you've made it, and wow, that looks really good. Can't wait to eat it. Alright, you guys, if you could like this video, comment with how your veggie wrap came out, and subscribe if you haven't already to youtube.com/veggiehavencooking. Alright, thank you for watching this video. If you want to see more like it, click on the annotations on the screen. See you next time, and as always, Veggie Haven Cooking, your one-stop spot on YouTube for all your vegetarian instructional cooking videos.